Or you can do the other one. But this is also something that you could use in talk music. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Chord Crush Thursdays, where every week we get into a new chord or progression that'll hopefully help you to take your playing to another level. So make sure, if you love our content, to hit the like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on this weekly content that we do. So this week, what we're going to be focusing in on is 3 different ways that you can walk up from the 1 to the 4. We're going to be in the key of G flat major. But before we get started, I want to make sure that you're aware that we give away 90 free days every week into the Gospel Music Training Center, gospelmusictraining.com. That is a world-class training center to help you to learn how to play gospel music. And the way that you enter is just by jumping into the comments. You can say what keys you like to play in. You can say what styles or any future lessons that you would like to see us cover. And that is how you enter into the contest. And we pick a winner every week. So if you want to find out who won, stick around to the end of this video. We're going to do another announcement, another winner, another giveaway, 90 free days in the Gospel Music Training Center. And oh yeah, one more thing. If you want access to all the chords from this video, make sure you hit the link in the description. We got a PDF with all the chords in all 12 keys. All you got to do is hit the link in the description so you can download it right away. All right, so let's get started. We're going to be in the key of G flat major. Let's check out the number system and scale. So G flat is the 1. A flat is the 2. B flat is the 3. Technically, we would call this note C flat. That's the 4, but we're going to call it B. You got to keep everything in alphabetical order. You don't say B flat, then B again, technically. But to keep it simple, we're going to say B instead of C flat. We're going to call that the 4. And then D flat is our 5. E flat is our 6. F is our 7. And then we're back at the 1 G flat. So that's our number system and scale for the key of G flat. So what I want to show you is a walk up from the 1 to the 4, but not just one way. I'm going to show you 3 different ways. And the context of how you would use this is in a song like Agnes, I can't remember the exact name, but it goes, hallelujah, right? So I'm going to show you some different ways that you can voice those chords just like I did. But the idea behind this principle is we're going to go from the 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4. And the common chords that you would see going from the 1 to the 3 to the 4 is the 1 typically will be major. And this is for this particular style is different in other cases. The 1 is major, that's a G flat major. The 2 is minor. So the A flat will be an A flat minor chord. And then the 3 is pretty much an inversion of the same chord that we did on the 1, which is a G flat major chord with the B flat in the left hand. But the B flat is a part of the chord, so you can look at it as just another inversion of a G flat major chord, or you can say a G flat major over the 3, which is the B flat. Okay, so G flat first inversion over over B flat bass over the 3. Okay, so we got G flat major to A flat minor to another G flat major, and then to the B. That's where we're going, and now we have a B major chord. Okay? So that's the idea, major, minor, major, major. So we're taking this concept and now we're gonna make it sound not cliche. We're gonna give it some color. We're gonna give it, some special qualities to it to make it sound different. So the first thing that I did was I gave it some fullness with the left hand, okay? And this concept comes from the same idea of the same chords, but when you look at the chords, how I'm playing them is kind of like in a different inversion of the same concept. So instead of playing it like this with root position G flat major, root position A flat minor, and then that first inversion G flat major to this B major, well, I'm taking the same concept but kind of moving it down like this. okay? And if you look at the left hand from this perspective, when I'm going from a G flat major, and this is gonna sound ugly because of how low it is, but there's a reason behind why I'm doing this. So it's like going from a G flat major right here to A flat minor to G flat major to B major. But what's happening is the middle note is the lowest note, okay? So this G flat will be down here. So now I have this open voicing of a G flat major chord, but it's so low, it almost sounds like you shouldn't be doing it because it's so low. Usually when we play chords, we play them higher, but giving this extra oomph to the chord, it makes the chord sound fuller. And for some, it might not be for you. It might be too dark sounding, but I kind of like this sound for this. So I got G flat, D flat, and B flat in the left hand. So that's this G flat major chord. You see it's a G flat major chord in second inversion, but then I have the G flat in the bass. So then it comes down here like that, okay? So then for the A flat minor, the same thing. The A flat is in the lowest note. We take that out, put it down here, and now we got A flat, E flat, and B, okay? So far we got this to this. And then this G flat major chord, right? We're gonna take this B flat and put it down here. So I don't wanna lose you guys. So it's like if we were to just take the left hand and play it with chords without, making it what it's supposed to be, it'll look like this. But what's happening is I'm taking that middle note and making it the lowest, okay? So we got these covered, and this G flat major chord right here, if I put the B flat down here now, that's the next chord that we were gonna end up on, okay? And then the 4, we got this B major chord right here. If I put the B down here, this is what we got, okay? So that's the left hand. So now when we add the right hand to the left hand, we got the same concept. We got D flat and B flat with G flat, D flat, and B flat in the left hand. Okay, so this is kind of like playing that same G flat major chord, but we omitted the middle note. Okay, so now it's an open sounding right hand, but it still sounds full because the left hand. Okay, so that's the 1. And then when we go to the 2, we got A flat, E flat, and B in the left hand, and then in our right hand, we just have E flat and B. So it's like we're doubling up on the concept. If we take away the lowest note, we're doubling up on the same thing that we got right here in the left hand. D flat and B flat, D flat and B flat, okay? So that's pretty much what's happening. But it sounds really good. So now when we go to the 3, we got B flat, G flat, and D flat in the left hand, and then G flat and D flat, and as you can see, that's the same thing here, and it's the same thing here, okay? And then we also have the same thing for the 4, which is we got the B in the left hand, and G flat and E flat in the left, and then in the right hand, we got the same thing that we have right here. It's just higher. So all I did was take that concept, and I added some rolls to it. I slid up to that B flat, which is the top note, and I played this straight on the 2. So this is what we got. 1, 2, 3. So I kind of slide this a little bit. So like that. Hit the lowest note first, and then the right hand, or the top note. It's a little bit later, like that. And then I'm hitting D flat as a grace note, okay? So that's one way that you can approach the 1 walking up to the 4. And another thing I want to add is that when you practice your left hand, and I'll throw this in too, and I'll play it real quick. I didn't break this down. I'm gonna go a little bit further, but if you want to practice the scale using these voicings, you could do it like this. Okay, like that. And I'll do it slower. So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. You can go back down. 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with that, I mean, that's when you can come up with a lot of stuff. Right? But we're going to take what we got so far and we're going to alter it a little bit more and come up with some other color. So on a 1, you can also do it like this, F and B flat. So instead of playing D flat and B flat, which is like more of a straight ahead worship sound, now you can alter it a little bit and do this. And now this is more of a major 7 type of sound. Okay? So we got F and B flat. With the same thing in our left hand on a 1, okay? And then you can go to the 2 with this voicing. So now I'm just doing like a 2-note thing still as well, but now this is more of a G flat major 7 voicing. This is more of a A flat minor 7 voicing instead of just an A flat minor chord. So I got A flat, E flat, and B in the left hand, and then G flat and B. Okay, so this is taking the same concept, but now we're using 7s, okay? And then when we get to the 3, it's like playing an add 9, a G flat major add 9, but this is a voicing of the same thing. So I got B flat, G flat, and D flat in the left hand, and then A flat and D flat. So it's the same thing, but a little bit different. Versus this. You hear how that sounds? And these notes are more prominent. I'm sorry. Not that. That's what I was looking for. But then when we alter that, it sounds like this. You hear it? And then we go to the 4, and this is another way that you can voice this chord. I got B flat and E flat in the right now, okay? And then B, G flat, and E flat in the left hand, okay? So we got this one. And this is the other way. Now we can alter that even more and do this. Or this. It's the same concept that we did before, which was this, but the left hand had more of the depth to it. But we're gonna take this and then move the left hand up a little higher so we can chord more. So what I got now is I got G flat and D in the left hand, which is really altered sounding. So we got G flat and D in the left hand, and this is on the 1, and then B flat, D, and B flat in the right. Okay, so this is like playing a B flat major chord over G flat. You probably heard this before. That type of stuff. But I'm just hitting the chord straight up. So I got G flat and D in the left hand, and B flat, D, F, and B flat in the right. Actually, no, I didn't play all those. I just played B flat, D, and B flat in my right. And then you can slide up from the D flat to D, okay? And another thing you could do is use melody at the top, G flat to A flat, like that. So that's on the 1 right here. And then we go to the 2. So on the 2, I got A flat, E flat, E, and G flat. And in my right hand, I got B, E flat, G flat, and B. So that's the 2. So that's the 1 to the 2. And now when we go to the 3, I'm gonna show you a few options. So this is 1, we got the G flat major add 9. I got B flat, D flat, G flat, and A flat in the left hand. And then I got D flat, G flat, A flat, and D flat, okay? So. And then when we go to the 4, this is a voicing that you could play. B, E flat, A flat, and B flat in the left hand. Then E flat, B flat, and E flat in the right. Or going back to the other one, that's another voicing. So this is another voicing that you can play on that B flat. We got B flat, E, and B flat in the left hand. Then D, G, and D flat in the right. So we got options, maybe too many. Some of y'all might be confused. Or, and like I said, an example where this will be used is hallelujah. Hallelujah. Or you can do the other one. But this is also something that you could use in talk music. A lot of stuff can be used. Okay? But that's it for this lesson. I didn't want this lesson to be too long. I've showed you a lot of different things that you can do, a lot of different voices. So hopefully you take this, add it to your arsenal. That's the end of this lesson. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, now we're gonna get into picking the random commenter that is gonna win 90 free days in the Gospel Music Training Center. God bless. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Without further ado, here we go. All right, we're ready to pick a new winner this week for the Chord Crush Thursdays free 90-day giveaway for the Gospel Music Training Center. All right, so we got the random YouTube comment picker right here. So I'm gonna go to the last video, episode 12, Chord Crush Thursdays. I'm gonna copy the URL. Then we're gonna paste it. Oops. We're gonna paste it over here into the comment picker. All right, so now we're gonna filter any duplicate users, any people that commented twice. That way they don't get an unfair chance to win. So now let's gather the comments. All right, so we got 47 unique comments on the last video, and we're gonna pick a winner. Here we go. All right, B Skills 113. You commented, how about B flat? Congratulations. Send us an email at help@hearandplay.com. That's help@hearandplay.com. Congratulations, you just won 90 free days in the Gospel Music Training Center. Congratulations and good luck to next week's winner. All right, y'all. God bless.